Diary of a Personal Brand, illuminating pages of possibility. But what happens when the pages feel torn or the story begins to unravel? Join me, Carol Pike, the most sophisticated 6-year-old, in the sandpit of possibilities as we explore another meaning of broken. What if breaking isn't about falling apart, but about breaking through? What if the very thing that knocks you off your feet has another purpose?
It's the power of me, motivated expression.
Broken. The definition of broken is it no longer works and it needs to be fixed. So essentially, we get rid of it. On this journey, I have actually said to myself, you're broken. But my feeling of being broken had nothing to do with the definition that I've just explained. It wasn't that I wasn't working and I didn't need to be fixed, but yet there was a feeling of broken. And the Japanese, I think, have got it right, that if you get a broken bit of ceramic, they put it back together and paint gold leaf on the outside of it so you can see where it's broken. And they call that kintsugi, which they define as beauty in broken, which suggests then that there is another meaning or definition of broken. I realised that if something is broken or there are cracks, the light has an opportunity to shine through. But when you look at how it is that we go through life, a seed planted in the ground has to be broken in order to grow. In fact, the farmer or whoever it is that's doing the planting has to break the soil in order to plant the seed. And so breaking and broken is important for things to grow. And the whole element with the seed, we call it germination. So I was sitting there thinking that, okay, a seed needs to be broken in order to grow. We need to be broken in order to grow. And maybe those feelings are our breaking, setting us up for the growth. So I decided I needed to have a word for this. And so I created Evolvination. And so it is important for us to evolvinate. It's the evolve that we are growing and we are changing and transforming. And innation is from the germination process. So this whole breaking, in order for you to be who it is that you've been called to be, in order for you to achieve what it is that you are setting out to achieve, you have to break. And that breaking could be breaking of habits, of relationships, of things that no longer serve you so that you can. So what happens then if we start to look at breaking differently? Like, in order for muscles to grow, they have to tear in order for the growth to happen. And so there've been evidence throughout our lives of things that need to break in order for the next stage to develop. So how do we get so caught up in when stuff happens that, oh my gosh, we get caught up in that whole doom, gloom and despair, as opposed to looking for, where is the growth in this? Where is it that this is setting me up for the next stage, for the next level? All along my journey, the moments where it is that I have felt overwhelmed, whether it's felt, I'm not sure that I can do this anymore. Or actually, it's probably more that I don't want to do this because there's no evidence that I can't. But those feelings that threaten to derail us, maybe it's at those moments that growth is happening. That at those moments that we are being broken for the next level. Because we don't walk in a straight line. that when we're going to where it is that we're going this way in terms of growth. So maybe at each level, there is a breaking that needs to happen in order for the roots to sprout so that we can grow for the next level, which means that at each level there's going to be a feeling of breaking, of feeling of broken. And maybe it's at those moments where we stop and ask the question, what is this setting us up for? Because every single situation, there are two sides to look at it. You could look at it, oh my gosh, this is terrible, that, that this isn't the outcome I was looking for. Or, okay, I didn't choose this, but what can I learn from this and how can I grow from this? I firmly believe that we grow through what it is that we go through if we choose to. So the next time it is that it feels overwhelming and too much, pause for a moment, gather yourself, and then ask yourself the question, is this my breaking for my next season? What can I learn from this, or how can I grow from this? What can I take from this to move me forward or to serve the people I'm here to serve in an improved way? Because breaking is necessary. Yes, it is necessary. We don't have to like it. In fact, I'm wondering, why is it that we've got so caught up in, we have to like everything. We have to like every stage of this journey. We have to like every situation it is that we're in. We have to like it. And if we don't like it, then there's something wrong with it. What happens if actually I don't need to like it? This is it. What can I take from it? And if we approached situations and our lives in that way, we may see a change for us. Even if the rest of the world doesn't see it, we will see it and we will feel it. Recently, I've been feeling a little different. I feel like I'm growing, which is fascinating because we don't have yardsticks to measure our growth. If you think about it, we can always tell when it is that we've put on weight. I liken it to, I go to the wardrobe and it says to me, I don't know why you've come here. I don't have anything for you, right? I know that I have grown. But how do we measure growth in other areas of our lives? Whether that be spiritual, emotional, and financial is an easy one, that we didn't have money and now we have some, so there has been growth there. But we don't think in terms of broken, grow. We think of broken, stop. I need to be fixed. I need somebody else to fix me. There needs to be something here to fix me. What happens if actually it isn't about something fixing you? It's about you recognizing that in this area, there's this amazing learning, there's this growing from this so that I can. Because I firmly believe that everything is possible as long as you're breathing, but everything is possible. We just have to find the way to. So because you don't know how to, or because this doesn't feel right or great or whatever, doesn't actually mean that it's over. It just now means that, okay, this is the current situation. This is currently where it is that I am. Yes, I can grow from this. If every time that something happened, your first thought, or maybe it's the second one, the first thought is, but your second thought is, how can I grow? Then that would change everything. That would be an amazing game changer in our lives and how it is that we navigate it. And then we will become infectious to encourage other people to look at it in a similar way. We're all looking at life through our own lens. But if growth was always the thing that we were looking for, in whatever area of our lives that is, whether that be financial, relational, spiritual, emotional, socially, if we were looking for growth, then we would see it. Because what it is that we look at we fixate or focus on, we see more of that. That when it is that we look at what it is that we don't have, how it is that we have failed, messed up, made a mistake again, that becomes all it is that we see. And we don't see the growth moment or the growth opportunity. In fact, in 2014, around my first stroke, I spent a lot of time talking to myself about how shit everything was because it felt like shit. And then I believe in God, and it felt like God pulled me to one side and said, okay, Cal, let's talk. And this is what he said. In his world, shit is another word for manure. Manure is fertilizer, so it is all about growth. So think about it. The next time something happens, after you've had the initial reaction to it, think about, okay, this has happened. This is the current situation. No, I don't like it, but I don't have to. This is where I am right now. How can I grow from this to move forward? Because sometimes it is the reason we're stuck is because we haven't acknowledged either the need to or the areas where we have grown to be able to move forward. So here's your homework. Your homework is to look at each situation that happens as you navigate your way through life and ask yourself the question, how can I grow from this? Because broken is necessary for you to go to the next level. So, feeling broken is fine because it isn't because you no longer work and you need to be fixed. It's an opportunity for growth. And when I talk about growth in this sense, I'm talking about evolvination. I love making up words, which is a derivative of the word evolvinate. The process of breaking through, growing and transforming into the next improved version of yourself. It's about awakening your potential, nurturing your growth, and stepping boldly into who you are becoming. And of course, as the acronym queen, I'm going to have an acronym for this because Evolvination requires seed. S, spark of awareness, recognizing that something inside you is ready to emerge. E, enrichment, feeding yourself with knowledge, self-reflection, and the right environment. E, emerge and expand, breaking through limiting belief and setting yourself up for growth. And D, deepen and develop, strengthening your roots and evolving into your full potential.
It's the power of me, motivated expression.